We are back, better late than never. As a crew, we show up fashionably late. 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Altus 7, John Marshall 0. We apologize, and we're always going to be changing how we do this. It's a radio broadcast this week. No screen, but we're going to keep you updated play by play with the action. John Marshall trying to make the Altus Bulldogs jump. Jackson, welcome in.
Yeah, good to be back, Ethan. A little skeptical of how we're doing right now. John Marshall's marching.
Barely gets a snap off. Number one, stumbling towards it. It looked like he got in from my viewpoint. The rest put him down at about the inch line. Yep. Kickoff right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's homecoming in Altus America. Excited to see who the king and queen are, right? Psych, we're here to see the Bulldogs put a whooping on John Marshall, but John Marshall's going to take it in right here. Touchdown them.
Yeah, touchdown John Marshall. I think this is the first time all season the Bulldogs have just been punched right back in the mouth.
Yeah, so far this is what I've seen. I'm maybe Elk City, if I can remember right. Big boy. Thank you. The big boy on John Marshall just okay. Sorry. Oh my God. Thank you, Mr. Abuin, for those text messages. Here we are. John Marshall in for the touchdown. Gary and Drew out of the backfield scores it for John Marshall. Well, we got 8:30 left. We'll see a full Altus Bulldog drive right here, Jack. What are your thoughts on the Bulldogs so far? We did watch them.
They look very efficient on offense. They didn't really need to do much on offense, though. Their special teams has been looking stellar. All year, really. The unsung hero, if you will. But the Bulldogs are down early. How are they going to respond?
My guess is we're going to throw the ball. We're going to throw the ball. We kind of diced them on that first drive. Of course, diced John Marshall up the entire game. So we're going to see. We're at a commercial break on the television. We don't get that liberty, folks, and we don't have dead air. Not when I'm holding the microphone. No. So, Jack, what are your favorite homecoming memories?
I got to say, one of my favorite homecoming memories is me and old Lenny. I won't say his last name. We got together and we went cow tipping after a homecoming. It was me, him, and a bottle of Burnett's lemon, I believe. And we didn't get one over, but it was fun nonetheless, Ethan. Anyways, back to the Bulldogs.
John Marshall kicks it. We have. We've got a good return. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to get my bearings. I can't see. I don't know.
Number 6, Alexander on the run.
I knew his name, but I lost it. I was looking at the wrong sheet. Jamel Alexander, of course, has been, a touchdown machine. That whole backfield, him, DJ Wilson, yeah. Okay, here we go. We got 3 wide receivers up top, 1 down below, running back to the left. Jamin Reed, checking it. Pass, under route, just thrown. Bad ball. Okay, 8 minutes left in the first. Ball's on the 40-yard line. 2nd and 10. We've got a weird mix up front for the Western Heights. Number 22 and 77, they look like Schwarzenegger and DeVito in the movie Twins. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yep, you can take that one to the bank. And I don't know what 55 looks like, but it's not Ray Lewis.
Here we go. We've had some ducks thrown. We're looking at a 3rd and 10. I don't know if I've seen a 3rd and 10 all year. Unusual start for Reed, but my thoughts are he's probably gonna fix that if I know the player he is.
Yeah, Ethan, I think he's a young cat, and I don't think he's used to this change in barometric pressure that we've been experiencing. I've been noticing some neck pain, so I know from experience that it's changing, but that's just something you got to get used to as a quarterback.
Reed sprints out, nearly throws an interception, thankfully through the hands of number 13 for John Marshall, Mr. Gary and Drew. I've already said his name tonight. Okay, 77's off, 2's on. We're going for it. I mean, plus yardage. Coach Reed is going to go for that every time.
There was never a doubt in his mind. There was never a doubt in any of the players' mind. Nobody even thought to run off the field. I love this offense.
All right, time to put our money where our mouth is. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 down below. Running back to the left. Hikes the ball. Back to pass. We've got a good route. Takes off running. Reed takes off. He's going to get the first and more out at the 20.
That's how you do it. Great awareness right there by Reed to just take off and run it. He had nothing but daylight.
Yeah, what I think he might have saw is he saw that in route just clear as day, but nothing behind that in route either. Probably got more yardage that way. We're back to pass. Dropped ball. Good hit for number 4 for John Marshall, Andrew Powell. We're still marching it down there, though, Jack. We haven't taken any time off this clock. It's 7-8. Marshall with the lead. 1 up top, 2 down below with the slot. Running back to the left. It's a run play. We're going to get a gain. We're going to get a good gain. 10 yards.
I love to see it. I love to see DJ Wilson finally get to carry the rock. I think we should start doing that. You know, he probably wants to get the pass game established to start running the ball, but Wilson is such a good asset, man. He will keep the chains moving.
There he is, DJ Wilson. Met at the line, though. Protection was kind of busted, it looked like there on the left side. But that's all right. We've got 4th and 1. Hey, Jack, are we going to go for it?
We're going to hand it to DJ Wilson. We're going to keep those chains moving, baby.
I kind of like that myself. John Marshall in what looks like a 4-3. We got a quarterback keeper. Probably a designed run right there. First down to the 9-yard line. All right. 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left. Excuse me. We're in the Casey's Pizza red zone. Thank you, Casey's. We got 7 minutes left. We're back. We got 2 running backs in there, DJ Wilson and Camden Lane. Reed snaps the ball out to Camden Lane. Oh. Take out the legs. Always does. Cameron Blake, excuse me, John Marshall. Going for the legs. Back to 1 running back, 3 wide receivers up top. We got him to jump. 5 more yards for Altus. That's going to put him at about the 1-yard line.
It's always interesting to see how they do on this kind of yardage right here because they usually score on longer busted plays. So, I don't know. Red zone defense is a different kind of defense to read for sure. So, we'll see how the Bulldogs do.
Yep, everyone's jumped up. There's not a whole lot of room to run. DJ Wilson just misses that a little high, little highly thrown. But that's all right. We got 3rd and about – is it 3rd and – I guess it's 3rd and goal. It didn't look like – all right, whatever. It's 3rd and goal at the 6. Looking for the play. Everybody's lining up. John Marshall is kind of – all right, we got a timeout. We got a timeout. We're going to take a mute to have a drink. We'll be right back with you. All right. Sorry about that. We're back. Bulldogs got stuffed. We're still at the 6-7. Riker Timms is back to kick. What is this? About an 18-yard chip shot. Sticks it. All right. 10-8. Altus now.
Missed it.
Oh, he missed it. My eyes deceive me. Sorry about that. Well, John Marshall's still up 8-7. Maybe the kids a little got their minds on other things. Maybe Mary Jane Rottencrotch. Let's get our heads a game, boy. Come on. John Marshall's going to get the ball at the 19, it looks like.
Hard to have fun on homecoming night after a loss, fellas. Let's lock it in. And I don't know how to gauge it. These guys, they're not having as many penalties as they usually do, which I thought would be good. But they're lacking the oomph tonight. I think they're celebrating a little too early.
Yeah, the Bulldogs. I mean, they held their water on that one play. Let's give them credit for that. But this Bulldog offense has come out a little flat. You're right about that. A lot of miscues that we haven't seen through 5 weeks. Maybe a bunch of internal factors, external factors, whatever you want to call it, coming into play. But the guys, I mean, it doesn't take just one play to get your head in the game and stay that way. So we'll see how it goes. John Marshall, I guess these OKC Metro schools all line up in double tight end 12 personnel packages.
Yeah, I think it's actually a citywide mandate that they do that.
We've seen that twice by the OKC Metro. 23 is creeping up. John Marshall's going to run the ball. Mikey Brown is going to stuff him at the line, a gang of Bulldogs with him. That is a huge loss, probably a 5-yard loss on that play. Bulldog defense is in the zone.
Might as well call him Mikey Vick. That guy is a dog.
Mikey Brown, if he is not a large school all-stater, I mean, we've seen this guy make plays in every game. It doesn't matter who he's playing. He's a problem at the nose position. Try to make his jump right there look like John Marshall changing the play. Altus Bulldogs adjusting. We're not in 12 personnel, but I can't see the other side. A lob. Ooh, just that could be intentional grounding. That ball was about 50 yards ahead of him.
Yeah, absolute duck. And I tell you what, I like that little scheme that the D-line called right there, that little scissor around. That had him fooled. I don't think the quarterback knew what to do right there.
Yep, that's probably why he threw it away. Good eye, Jack. Here we go. Mikey Brown is with the linebackers. Running. Quarterback's flustered.
That ball's out. Okay.
Looks like they called it down. We got 4th and long, 4th and 15.
That's a great showing by the defense right there. I mean, that's coming out and hitting them right in the mouth when the defense needs to,
That's a 3 and out after a missed kick. That is huge, especially in high school football. I mean, I'll make a bet with you right now that we're going to get this ball in good field position.
Yeah, I would not take that bet.
All right, here we go. John Marshall back to punt. Bulldogs still kind of lining up. Here we go. Punt's blocked. Punt's blocked. Punt's blocked.
They got to get it.
I don't think we got it, but we're going to get the ball at the 10, the 11.
All right. I'm so glad I did not take that bet, Ethan. I'll tell you what. I've been praising the special teams all year, and they keep cashing in. If I put stocks on it, they'd be bringing me home the bacon. I'll tell you what. These guys, they get it done. Hats off to the special teams coordinator.
No one knows better than we do that special games does win you ball games, Jack. And the offense in a great situation right here. We're going to run with that 2 running back look, it looks like, with DJ Wilson and Camden Lane on the backfield. Quarterback.
I'd like to see 3 yards in the cloud of dust right here, just with the field position. You get that first down, you pretty much got 4 more downs to do it in. almost no yards at all.
All right, DJ Wilson motions out. We've got a ball to the end zone. Oh, from the press box, it looked like he caught it.
You know, I would say you got to catch that, but I don't think I could have caught that. So, just athletic try right there, but just, we'll get them next time kind of deal.
Yep. Well, that was worth a shot on 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line, it looks like. I mean, you got to try it. One running back, 3 up top with a true slot wide receiver. We're looking for the play. Looks like we got it.
We're at that timeout.
Okay, timeout. What were you going to say?
We're at that funny yardage again, around the inside the 20 where we've got to punch it in. We can't really air it out or, it's a funny, odd yardage for the Bulldogs. We'll see how they do once again.
Yeah, and with no game sound, no game audio, and maybe the Bulldogs were trying to get him to jump off sides to get a free 5 right there. Who's to say? They're at break right now during the timeout. What do you think Reed's drawing up?
I think Reed's drawing up a way to get these fellas fired up at halftime because, they should really be putting a belt to ass right here, as the kids say nowadays. They really should be putting the throttle down and getting the victory points out of this as much as they can. Now's not the time to light up. Now's the time to sharpen the sword, no matter who they put in front of you.
If I had any guess, I'm sure that's what Reed did during that timeout. Didn't chew just one person out, but chewed the whole unit out. We've got Reed back to pass. DJ Wilson catches the ball, ankle picked at the 10. So it's going to be about a 3rd and 10.
That's a great tackle, but it's nice to see them actually connect on a nice little short yardage pass. I feel like that's been our Achilles heel here early.
Yeah, and that's normally something the Bulldogs succeed at. We've got an officials timeout for some reason. What do these guys need? Water? Oh, it's an injury timeout. I'm sorry, folks. That was very insensitive of me. I thought it was these lazy refs. But we've got a kid hurt on the field. Didn't see anything on the play because it's a little bit out of camera view.
I would like to point out that some broadcasts might have shown fireworks directly after that injury, and we would never do that.
No, we would never do that. And some might say we did this radio broadcast knowing that they would show something effed up like that, folks. I mean, come on. Listen to us.
That's just another reason to turn in and tune in to BSN.
BSing. Okay, what do we got? The refs pumping up the crowd again, folks. Charlie XCX in the stadium, maybe? If you know what they're talking about, give us some W's in the chat.
Yes, and if you're a brat, drop a brat in the chat.
Drop a brat. Come on. Or like the lime green block. Anyways.
I'd like to think I'm a beer-flavored brat.
All right. The clock is running. 3rd and 6 from the 10. We've got to get to the 4 for the first down. I wonder if we're going to see something low. Here's where we'll find out. A little screen or an out route into a lot of traffic. It's going to be 4th and 6.
I hate to be the backseat coacher, but I really would like to see him start running the ball a lot here, Ethan. I think we could put some bodies on the floor. We've got some big cats on the O-line.
We've got a good-sized O-line for sure, especially look at the size of the Western Heights D-line. Right now they're in a 3-man front. They've usually had 4 on the field, though. But
that would be blowing them off right here.
All right, back to pass again. Reed. Oh, sidearm. DJ Camden Lane. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a sidearm toss. What a catch. Bulldogs now up 13-8.
You better believe they're going for 2.
I would think so. It looks like it. Yep, Riker Timms is not on the field. All right, we're looking for the play. I don't see. Oh, there they are. Those play boards, those are 10 years old, folks. 3 wide receivers up top.
Bringing back some memories.
All right. Survey says we're not going to run it. Little dumper caught. DJ Wilson.
That's an
No,
excellent catch by Jamel Alexander.
That's Jamel Alexander. Can't see these jerseys.
That's a hell of a way to hold on to the ball right there.
Yep, that was a good play. Good catch. 16-8 or 15-8 Altus. Well, I didn't see how much time was left, but my guess would be about 2 minutes left in the first. What are your thoughts so far now, Jack?
15-8 after the first quarter. I don't know if this is high school football or the WNBA.
WNBA finals still on, folks. Can you believe it?
Good God. Is that still – how do they –
You know how much Deshaun Watson makes? If everyone in the WNBA made as much as Caitlin Clark did, Deshaun Watson makes 5 times that every year. Ladies, I think you need to go after Deshaun Watson for your money. The Masseuses would love it.
Yeah, and that almost makes me sick to my stomach that somebody can make that much money.
That's Deshaun Watson, of course, who is I don't think he's played it down this year. Dylan Gabriel's playing.
Yeah, he is truly living the Blue Mountain State lifestyle only. Instead of college whores, he is getting with actual whores.
All right, we've got a flag on the kickoff. I think it went out of bounds. That was a record Tim's kick. So they're going to get it at, I guess, about the 35, which is not much better than the yards they would have had it at. Looks like at about the 28 where that flag is.
Riker Timms, that's a missed field goal and an out of bounds kick. I believe if we did have fantasy for high school football, you would have negative points right now. I just want to point that out. For funsies, of course, I love you, Riker, and your family's funeral homes. I'm assuming that's the same guy. Anyways. How many?
I will give Riker Timms some credit here. Riker Timms, I don't know if he's missed a field goal yet, so we'll give him credit. He usually nails. I mean, it is homecoming, like we said, for the offense as well. We got John Marshall running a reverse. They're going to get stopped before the line of scrimmage.
That was almost bad. If we did not have our fella, I can't see that number right now.
It's the machine.
It's the machine.
Francisco Herrera.
God, that's a name you never get used to hearing.
Well, if you watch these Altus Bulldogs, you'll have to get used to us talking about the machine and Mikey Brown. We've got Western Heights about to back to pass. They've got a tight end. Though they get beat off the line of scrimmage. Little curl route gets stopped at about the same yard line. Third and about 12, 13, 2.5 minutes left in the first. This Bulldog defense is smothering John Marshall right now.
Yeah, whatever the Bulldog defense did that first drive, they are making sure not to do it because they are swarming like a bunch of pissed off bees.
You gotta love it. The Beehive.
Mikey Brown in that linebacker spot again. I love when he does a little Micah rush, even though he's lined up on the nose.
Oh, we've got busted coverage, but John Marshall doesn't catch the ball. Whew, would have been a tie game, maybe. At least 6 on the board right there. Just overthrown by about a yard or 2. So we're going to get a punt from here. Thank God.
And that is a difference between winning and losing, is hitting those shots when they're open. You know, it's hard to believe it's the first quarter still. My God, it's been nothing but air raids.
Wise man once said to me, there's 3 or 4 plays that change a game. That was one of them. We were on the right side of it. We've got John Marshall back to punt. We don't even try to block it this time. We're going to field it at the 35. We're going to make a move. We're going to make another move. We're going to get a good gain on this. We're going to get a great gain on this. Down to the 30. Down to the Bulldog 30. Jamel Alexander with a great return right there. It's gonna set this Bulldog offense, who is a little cold right now. Good field position again, and honestly, you're not going to keep them out of the end zone if you give it to them at the 30 every time.
I cannot say enough good things about number 6. He has been getting us great field position all night. The dude is like a Khalil Turpin Jr. I mean, he just totes that rock, gets us past the A, and lets the offense do their thing. Hopefully, we can capitalize once again and be up 2 scores at the end of the first.
If you know anything about these Bulldogs, you're going to hear Camden Lane, Jamel Alexander, DJ Wilson, and Jamin Reed every time. So we got Reed back to pass. He's running out again, caught by Cole Osborne down to the 20. First time we've called his name today. Good catch, Cole. All right, down to the 20. I can't see the markers, the chain gang yet.
Yeah, Cole Osborne Beasley, as I like to call him. He's the white boy swag. He's the glue guy. He'll go out there and make a block right there. Look at him throwing blocks. He'll make a catch in traffic when you need him to. Love it. Every team needs it.
And, of course, great little run right there by DJ Wilson with the spin move. Press the circle button. Read back to pass. DJ Wilson sprints out. Oh, just Grass Monster got him. He gets up. He's good.
This is my first time noticing, but I'd like to say kudos to whoever did the end zone graphics. They look spot on this week.
Yeah, they do look good. All right, we've got a counter play to DJ Wilson. A little gain right there, about 3 or 4. Love that. Haven't seen a counter yet this year.
Yeah, good to see him running the ball more. I hope to see it later on in this game. I really think it'll help us out. We need to establish that run game.
All right, we've got a stoppage. Don't know what for. We're going to, place the ball about a foot further. Here we go. 1 minute left on the clock. We've got the boards out, checking the play, calling the play. 4-man front for John Marshall. Reed, little quick pass to that's an interception in the end zone by Western Heights.
He was not even looking for the ball. That's sloppy. That's bad situational awareness, and that's something that we have really got to fix before we get into these tougher games. And I'm not saying John Marshall is in a tougher game. Obviously, we're only up on him 7 at the end of the first, and they just picked the ball off. So we got to really pick it up from here, guys.
Altus Bulldogs offense unusually sloppy. I think it'll get fixed. If I know this coaching staff, it should get fixed. We're going to see if the kids will start to wake up. John Marshall's going to get the ball back at the 20 after that. This Bulldog defense, we'll see what they can do. We're in a 3-man front right now. Little motion for John Marshall. 3 wide receivers down low. We've got a good blitz. Pass right up the middle, missed by Andre Blake of John Marshall. He was in about double coverage.
Yeah, really nowhere to go. I'm loving that this defense is swarming. I hope they keep it up. This offense might need a little bailout. They certainly look like it this first quarter play.
We're getting a lot of motion off the edge for the Bulldogs. I think we might send someone on just about every play here. We've got a timeout, John Marshall. Folks, I've got to clear my throat. I'm going to take myself off for a second.
First quarter. Shit.
Yep. First quarter. All right, we're back here. John Marshall catches a big one. It's going to put him right at about midfield with 29 seconds left. Ball stop for the chain gang. All right, clock's running. 25 seconds left. John Marshall's getting to play and taking a lot of time off the clock, though. I don't know if they've been in a 2-minute situation before because they are showing no urgency. They have timeouts left, and they're not taking them.
First quarter.
Yeah, I mean, have a little sense of urgency in 2 minutes. They're going to take it all the way down. Hey, good for them. They're going to start it in the second, 1st and 10 from about the 48, 49. All right. So, first quarter thoughts.
First quarter thoughts. We fixed the penalties. We patched that leak, but now we've got to finish drives. You know, we've got to just find a way to punch it in when we get the ball and we're inside the red zone. That seems to be where we struggle, is needing to get those short yardage shots.
Yeah, some mistakes for sure that we haven't seen before from the Bulldogs. In the first quarter, they have 3 quarters to play like they usually do, play their brand of football. It's just been a little flat. Mistakes that they don't normally make, mistakes they wish they could probably have back. So we'll see how it happens. We're at a commercial break right now. John Marshall's going to get the ball, and they honestly look a lot better than what I thought they were going to look like tonight.
Yeah, I haven't done too much research on John Marshall. And, I think that might be kind of the theme of this week for everybody is nobody paid much attention to John Marshall, just kind of looking over him. And here they are taking it to us. So we got to get things going as I say that.
Yeah, as we're talking, John Marshall gets another first. They're in plus territory now. So, the Bulldog defense, we got to buckle down right here, boys. They've been playing well all night. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt right here. They're in a 4-man front, it looks like, with 3 men down. And I know Mikey Brown's going to be around there. All right, John Marshall back to passing empty. What are they going to do? Oh, good coverage, but the wide receiver just gets inside and makes a catch. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, flag on John Marshall. The camera got to him just a bit too late. Didn't see what the flag was, but the Altus Bulldogs bailed out.
Yeah, and I don't know what kind of power up the John Marshall Bears hit on the sideline earlier, but they've bullied us for 3 straight plays here. So, like you said, we got bailed out right there.
Yeah, looks like a hold from John Marshall. It's 1st and 20 now. 11:19 left in the second. We'll see what the Altus Bulldogs can do. We're running a 4-man front now. All-out blitz. It looks like ball is just way too far. Probably lucky that was uncatchable because that looked like blatant pass interference right there.
Yeah, bailed out again on just a bad deep ball. But John Marshall seems to be just throwing haymakers on this drive. So
they're playing fuck it, chuck it football right now. 20, 30 yards if they want to. We'll see if it continues for the Bulldogs. So we got John Marshall with a little motion. We got 2 wide receivers on each side, running back to the right. John Marshall back to pass. Another blitz that looked like they were running a little screen route. Dropped. So 3rd and 10 at about the 51.
yeah, John Marshall's always going to have those athletes. They've got that OKC talent pool, and when they get it to the right guy, it's hard to stop them. They've got some guys, that's no doubt.
All right. Well, they're back and empty. We're going to see what we can do. Looks like we're going to press a little bit. Well, maybe they can jump us off sides. Nope. Dummy play. Here we are. Okay, John Marshall still an empty. Trying to get him to jump. Timeout, John Marshall. Folks, we're going to be right back. All right, we're back, and John Marshall's back to pass out empty. Was rushed. A bad play. We get a flag down, though. Wonder who it's going to be on. It was a little handsy.
That's defense all day. Yeah. I mean, tie goes to the runner in that situation, especially in high school football. No replay, no nothing.
Yep. So it's going to be about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, as opposed to 3rd and 20. We've got 11 minutes left. John Marshall is going to huddle. No, they're waiting to walk it off. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be a big play right here. We'll see if the Bulldogs can stop them and keep up that bend but don't break mentality.
You know, they've had decent distance on this whole drive right here, which is why I think they've probably been doing a lot of deep balls. We're going to see at a medium yardage situation what they do. It is 3rd and 6, though, so expect the pass, look for run right here.
A little blitz right here.
Oh.
It's blown up.
They didn't even meet him in the hole. They met him in the backfield. They met him at the handoff. It's 4th and 12. What a play by the Bulldog defense to tighten up and just break John Marshall's heart.
Looks like John Marshall's going to try to go for it.
Yeah, John Marshall's going to go for it. They're going for it out of empty. 4 wide receivers down low. 1 up top. We're an empty. Are the Bulldogs going to send the house? It looks like they do. They get a good break on the blitz. Throws it away. Bulldogs take over. Oh, the Bulldog defense. Santa Maria.
Yeah, and that's how you put a fire out right there. Despite the penalty, despite the PI, they know they've got a mid-yards. They stop them there, meet them in the backfield, and then another great pass rush right there by the Bulldog D-line.
Great pass rush. You can't even say – if you say a name on a Bulldog defensive play, it sounds like you're shouting out every homie on the west side. It's the Bulldog defense coming in a pack of wolves, pack of Bulldogs. Jamin Reed back to pass on 1st and 10. We're going to get a little mesh route. Jamel Alexander going to get the first. All right, that's what you see on a first down on a normal Bulldog game. So let's see if a little extended time off the field, the Bulldog offense got their bearings and figured it out a little bit. So we're going to see. We got 3 wide receivers up top.
Yeah, it's good to see them almost have a lot of field to play with because I feel like they do feel better, with it spread out.
Reed scrambles. He is Mr. Impossible. Gets the first down and more. Down to the 20, the 10. We got flags down. Whoa, that should be a flag. Should be a horse collar. Maybe
looking for his penalty.
What is going on? We got all the Bulldogs swarming. Everybody's. Coach Reed is screaming in his face.
And that's a flag on Reed.
Flag on Reed. Whose ass is in the jackpot right here? That should have been a horse collar tackle. Slung him into the cheerleaders. Coach Reed, of course, the patriarch, running over, screaming at the official. A little animated. We're going to see if these penalties offset or what.
Yeah, I hate to be a Debbie Downer. I saw 2 flags thrown, and they looked like they were both going to be on the Bulldogs. So the penalty train looks like it's a little late to the party, but it is here. I don't know. I might be speaking too soon. We'll just see how this whole debacle shakes out.
Well, one of them is for sure on the Bulldogs head coach, where that first flag was thrown at the 20-yard line. That's holding or blocking the back distance right there in terms of where that play started. We're going to see what happens here. Obviously, the camera is not showing us what the call is. So why even watch the broadcast? If you can't see it either, you might as well listen to us. Hell, is someone blind in your family and they like the Altus Bulldogs? We're right here on YouTube. So obviously, we're going to march this back. We're getting a good look at the concession stand right here, folks. Here we go. All right, so it's going to be first and 15. So not as bad as I thought. Nope. Okay, we're going back. First and, good Lord, Jack, it's going to be like first and 30.
Yeah, if you're that ref and you didn't throw a flag on how that kid brought our quarterback down, but you threw a flag on Jeremy Reed, I just want you to know you have a tiny penis, and if you have a problem with that statement, you can come and find me yourself.
Okay, so here we're back at the Altus 31. It's about a first and 32 with 10 minutes left. We're in the shotgun. I think we're going to air it out here. Read back to pass. Obviously, deep ball. Oh, my God, he got it.
Go,
Ladies and gentlemen,
go!
he caught it. He's down to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, a bobbled pass breakup caught by Camden Lane, of course, results in a Bulldog touchdown.
I've got 3 words for these viewers in that tiny penis ref. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie, of course, a deep ball, just a post route right up the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, you should have seen this pass breakup by someone in the Western or in the John Marshall secondary, bobbled, caught by Jamel Alexander. And Riker Timms redeems himself, puts one up, and good. 22-8 Bulldogs, 9:42 left in the second. We will be right back at kickoff. Okay, we're back. Riker Timms with a kick. Oh, it's muffled by John Marshall. I believe they got it, but it was a muffed kick. Didn't handle that well.
Sorry about that, folks. We are broadcasting this game from the Golden Chick, and we were getting a little tutorial on how to fry some chicken, so ignore the sounds in the background.
Yeah, we're at the Golden Chick. If you go to Stillwater, it's at 1 right before Langston. Come see us, folks. They have free ice cream. Anyways, we're back. John Marshall gets the ball at the 32. Haven't been in 12 personnel in a while. They're going to stay in empty and try and beat this Altus defense.
Yeah, we'll see if they continue to take deep shots. I mean, they've got 9 different receivers, but it doesn't matter how many receivers you got lined up if you can't get the blocking done. That's a sack by 35 Trey Pierce. Psycho man.
Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce.
I'm sorry, that's Garrett Pierce, Trey Pierce's little brother.
The Bulldogs, I mean, if you line up in empty, it's been automatic all night. They're going to send someone else up the middle or on the edge, and they've done it every time. And John Marshall, Mark Twain said the definition of insanity is trying something over and over again. They're going to try again. The Bulldog rush gets through again, but the ball is caught. Number 1, Andre Blake, is making some moves. It's not going to be quite a first down. It is going to be quite a first down.
Yeah, and that's good to see. Even on a long catch like that where they get 15 or 20 yards, you still see a swarm of Bulldogs on at the end of the pile, at the end of the play. Good God.
Good pursuit by the Bulldogs. That doesn't take away from that first down. Big explosive play. We're going to have a 4-man front. Mikey Brown and number 9, Sean Pitts, running a twisting defensive scheme right there. Ball dropped, though. It's going to be dead. 2nd and 10, 8:25 left in the second.
Yeah, number 9, Mr. Pitts, he's been in the backfield all night. He has really been getting after it, man. He's been making a difference. He's the one who actually, I believe, got that negative yard stop last drive.
Shades of Sean Torres. We got 77. Schwarzenegger of the Twins jumped off sides. Bobby Gray with the jump. It's going to set the John Marshall Bears back to about 2nd and 5. 8:25, 2nd and 15, excuse me. 8:25 left on the second. Not an empty. We got a running back in the backfield now. Bulldogs still running about a 4-man front. It's tight. John Marshall's tight. The Bulldog rush gets through again. Ball's dropped. They're not giving that quarterback any time at all.
Yeah, and I think they need to keep that running back there for some pass pro because they are just getting eaten alive by this Bulldog defensive line.
Yep, Sean Pitts, Mikey Brown, Samuel Arrington, and who is the number 30 cat? I can't see what number he's wearing. But the Bulldog rush gets through again. Mikey Brown almost makes a tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 15, pass breakup by the Bulldog secondary. Been good all night, despite a few mix-ups, but that's expected in a football game. 4th and 15. Excuse me, John Marshall back to punt. Producer, could we get the score to the Carl Albert Noble game? Big game in the division 5A1. We'll see what they're doing. We'll give you an update.
I'm going to give a prediction and say 35-3 Carl Albert.
John Marshall shits the bed on the punt. Bulldogs tackle the punter. Bulldogs get it at the 20. Good field position for the third time tonight for the Bulldogs.
And this special teams is really doing it up again, getting the Bulldogs the ball inside the 20. I mean, you can't say enough good things about this special teams unit.
No, you can't. And that's what wins you ball games. We start with a short field. We're up 22-8 in the first half. We've got 8 minutes left. Jamin Reed, field general. We've got 3 up top, 1 down below, running back to the right. Reed back to pass.
Wide open, just got to hit that shot. And that would have really sent a message to John Marshall to say, hey, we're done fucking off. But I'll tell you what, we got to hit that pass.
Got to hit that pass. It was just a little low. Bounced off the field, bounced off the grass. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Bulldogs still at the 20, 21. Bulldogs get the play in. We still got 3 up top. Running back to the left now. Reed gets the ball. We got 2 running post. Reed's going to take off and run. Watch that rock.
Oh. And there's the flag. They will call that bump, but they won't call the suplex. Well, you know what? It's good to see people learn their lessons.
It all just depends on where that brick wall's at. So Bulldogs going to get a first and goal right here. Just to hit, put the player in too much danger right there.
Yeah, I would really like to just see the Bulldogs punch it in with the run right here. Give it to old DJ. Let him run it in, man.
Give it to DJ Wilson. We may have a 2. No, we don't. They love to either run Camden Lane out of the backfield or they're going to run him out as the Y or the X, whatever they want to call it. Reed's back to pass again, scrambles up the middle, touchdown Reed, Bulldogs with 6.
Yeah, Reed tugs along and takes a fellow with him.
So the offense finding their groove here in the second quarter. We're going to see what we got here. What's going on? Reed's at the numbers, pissed at somebody. Okay, we're going 1. We're going to kick the ball here, folks. While they're lining up for that, we get a score update. Carl Albert, 21, Noble, 0. Big play, big-time game in the division. If Noble continues this trend and loses this game, skunked, what do you think that does for the Bulldogs in the coming month?
You know, I think whatever happens in this district, the Bulldogs really, well, they have their own destiny in their hands. They know the teams they need to beat to solidify playoff spot or even a home playoff spot, you know. They've got to just win out. You know, it's going to be tough to beat Carl Albert. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but we've just got to keep winning. But it just solidifies my opinion that we're one of the best teams in the district, and I think we should be able to get it done against Noble. Who is our next opponent?
It's Noble, or it's not Guthrie because they play them in week 7.
Yes, it's Noble, Guthrie, Lawton High, Carl Albert.
I mean, as an undefeated team, you don't want to say they should win out. Obviously, if you win out, you get 2 home playoff games as opposed to the 1. But, I mean, 9-1 is great. 9-1 gets you a home playoff game, gets you it's going to get you a better draw, and it's going to put you on the opposite side of, I'm not going to talk around it, probably Carl Albert.
Yeah, and we've got to get to where we need to be to play those guys. We cannot be making these mistakes that we're making here against these guys. We need to be firing on all cylinders when it comes time to play the Titans.
That's exactly right. We're going to go back to the game now. Riker Tim's getting set to kick. Little pooch It's gonna roll out of bounds. They're gonna get it at if it's anything like college football, the 35. Okay, so John Marshall's gonna get the ball again. Outside of their first score, they haven't done much. This Bulldog defense will suffocate you, and that's what they've been doing. Bend don't break. They'll give up a play or two, but overall, they're not going to let you go all the way on them. Yeah, hopefully that goes the opposite way for their homecoming dates.
Yeah, tough to say with how sloppy they've been playing. I'm sure, it's going to be hard to have a good time. No, they're doing great. I'm just giving them shit. Keep this up, fellas. Really take it to them. Get your district points. Keep playing like Mikey Brown.
Mikey Brown with another tackle. Untouched. He's an untouched nose guard. He's a stud. I mean, I don't know how much more we can say about Mikey Brown that hasn't already been said.
Guy's a human wrecking ball. He will disrupt any offense. I don't care who you line up in front of him. I mean, if I were a college coach, I would really be looking at this guy. He's got great hands, got great quickness, mean as a Texas rattlesnake, and he's got a motor on him.
Got a motor because we're halfway through the second, and he just shucks that center off of him. John Marshall throws a screen, and it's stuffed.
Yeah, these guys, I think they thought they were going to come in here and just throw a couple deep balls and get away with their athletes. They don't have enough time to do a 3-step drop to get it to those guys going deep. So now they've really got to look into their playbook and say, hey, what do we got short yardage? And I think they just do not have that ready. So Bulldogs defense taking it to them.
I'd say it took the Bulldogs about a quarter and a half to wake up. Special teams, offense, defense, they've all waken up. Defense bats a pass away. I mean, John Marshall's got a punt again. We're going to get the ball in great field position again, and we can see it. We're going to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, I'd like to see the offense put together a nice not flawless drive, but one that doesn't result in a turnover or any penalties or anything like that. Just play good, clean football, take it into the half, make some adjustments, let the little kids play on the fucking homecoming game, get everybody involved. Do what you need to do, fellas.
Producer, do we have the homecoming candidates? We'll give them a shout out to the 4 or 5 people watching. That's coming up at half. By the way, speaking of halftime, this broadcast will go mute for about 15 seconds. Don't fret. We'll be right back when the third quarter starts. But I've got to use a bathroom, folks. As John Marshall punts, we're going to get the ball to 46 with 6 minutes left. Jack, how much time are the Bulldogs going to take off the clock? I'm going to say they're going to take about a minute and a half off the clock right here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see about 3 possessions each team before the half. We are just playing. Last game we really lucked out because it was just nonstop running clock. And this game, we've got some sticklers up there.
Sticklers for sure. And the lead not quite as big as it was at halftime as it was last week. Anyways, we're going to have Reed drop back to pass. He's going to throw a good route. It's going to be caught by Camden Lane. He's going to score. Yeah, I mean, a minute and a half. Try 20 seconds, 15.
I mean, it is almost unbelievable. That's what you want to see out of the Bulldogs on that drive.
Yeah, I mean, Camden Lane. What more do I need to say? We're just going to shout out the homecoming court right here. Tim Ho, Eliza Owens, Delfino Jaramillo, Lorena Hernandez, Michael Weeks, and Elisa Miranda. Good luck to you all. And if I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. Riker Tim's up and good.
Yes, good to see so much diversity from the homecoming court. Going to be a lot of tamales at the post party. Should be a good time.
You said it better than I could. We're at a break right now. We're at a break. The Bulldogs are just putting it on them now. Camden Lane with a big explosive play. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about this Bulldog offense. They have woken up.
Yeah, I think whatever kind of lull they were in is over now. They're firing on all cylinders. They are really trying to get out of those shoulder pads by halftime.
You know, as much as I probably shouldn't go back to this homecoming court, there's no football players nominated to be king, no cheerleaders nominated to be queen.
Yeah, you really started to see that die out, and now it's just it's weird to see who the kids think are popular. And that's not to get too much into it, but it did used to be pretty much all football players, and now you're starting to see a good mix of just individuals. But it is kind of weird to not see at least one of them.
I'm popular.
Yes, and that is a reference to Lil Tracy. If you're listening, Lil Tracy, we love you.
That's right. Riker Timms kicks it out of bounds again. He can't keep it between the boundaries. They're going to get it again at the 35. We'll see if they come out empty. They better pray to their God that they don't, because Mikey Brown, Francisco Herrera, and the rest of that Bulldog front seven are heat-seeking missiles.
Yeah, Mikey Brown is playing like his homecoming date told him to kick rocks. He has got his head on fire.
Now, Mike, we hope that's not reality. We'll say that.
Yeah, Mike, a million ladies to you, your way. I mean, as long as they watch the game and are football competent, they should know that you are the man. But those two are probably not true. So in that case, I hope that you find a random bottle of wild turkey tonight. Not that I condone underage drinking. I meant the actual animal wild turkey. What a great feast that would make for you and your pals.
You're a D lineman, right? Get that wild turkey, clean it, defeather it, smoke it. Here we are, John Marshall back. Another quick pass down low. BJ Brewington met by about four of them. Gain of about one. BJ Brewington down.
Yeah, and it looked like he kind of got brought down pretty rough. His head smacked off the turf pretty hard. So he's probably saying a lot of whole googie goggy right now.
We went to commercial on OSN. I guess we are too. We'll be right back.
The game.
A booing. Get in the chat if you're watching this game. Mike. Like the stream. Give us a W. Give us a W.
Yeah, Mike, if you're out there, I want you to make a clap for mommy.
Yep. As we immediately get back and they immediately go to commercial, something tells me that kid wasn't off the field. All right. So, folks, if you're watching, if you're the one person watching, give us a funny story in the comments.
Give us a topic to talk about.
Yeah, because I'm watching the same commercial I've seen 3 times tonight. If you wanted a fit check from me, I've got a Altus Bulldog. Oh, never mind. I blue balled you, folks. You're not going to know what I'm wearing. We got 3rd and 10. Western Heights is back on the field. 5 minutes left, Jack. Oh, another just ball thrown a little bit short. Maybe someone got their hand on it. It kind of looked like a duck.
Yeah, that's kind of been the story of the show for John Marshall tonight. Just miscues and should have beens and would have beens and could have beens.
Yep, that's right. John Marshall doesn't look like they're going to punt. Yes, it does look like they're going to punt. Going to punt from their 35 back to the Bulldogs. We're going to see if we want to get a hand on this.
Yeah, good to see these dickbags have finally learned their lesson. Get rid of the ball.
Yep, 13's freaking out. 13 not going to punt it. Timeout, John Marshall.
You know, at what point do they start doing just a continuously running clock? Do they have to be up by 50?
It's got to be around the 50 range. I know when we were like sophomores, we didn't do a running clock until the 4th quarter. So maybe that is in play. But anyways, that wasn't a timeout. John Marshall got a delay a game. They're back to punt. We're going to see where the Bulldogs get it. Probably about the 50, 40, 50, 40. 34. With 4.5 left. So we are up. What is that, 28?
28.
Yeah.
No, 24.
Either way, Bulldogs are up a lot. Maybe whenever we start doing a game against a team of our caliber, there won't be as much dead air to fill. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. But here we go. Jamin Reed back to pass. Western Heights jumps. Let's get a play going, guys. I can't talk forever.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a play of football in about 5 minutes. And I'm the color. Yeah, I'm not even the color guy. And I'm schwitzing over here. So I guess we got another penalty to walk it off. I imagine we'll see another type of urgent care commercial here in the next 2 minutes or so. And we'll continue to be bored to death. But as for now, Bulldogs are up big with no sign of halftime in sight.
Reed, quick pass. Oh, it's bobbled. Bobbled by Camden Lane. They're going to blow it dead. 2nd and 5, 4.5 left. This is like, whenever you're playing Madden or NCAA, you don't want to just like not run the clock. DJ Wilson's going to keep the clock running though with a big gain down to the Altus 38-yard line. That's a gain of about 20. Looks good.
Yeah, and that's what I like to see. Big gains to keep the clock running. And I don't know why it was stopped for that brief second right there. The chains didn't even get set right there before Camden Lane takes off.
Yeah, Camden Lane's going to get out at about the 5. Guys, stay in bounds. Stay in bounds.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get any additional XP for scoring this many points, but kudos to the Bulldogs for trying to get as many touchdowns in as possible.
Touchdown Bulldogs! Cole Osborne catches that touchdown pass.
Yes, so now every time we see a Cole Osborne touchdown, we will be sure to play that for you guys. Monkey Mojo Man.
Oh! That was a sound that I can't even comprehend, folks. Riker Jim's back for the kick. It's 42-8. 4 minutes left. Bulldogs took off about 30 seconds right there. Keep it on the ground, Bulldogs. We got to get to halftime. Got to get the orange slices. Got to get the homecoming king and queen announced. The dance has got to start soon.
Yeah, Bulldogs are up 35. You'd like to see them score a couple more to be able to go in there and knock back a couple fireball nippers in the locker room.
It is very possible, Jack, that we'll see another 2 Bulldog touchdowns before this quarter's over. I've got no doubt in my mind about it.
Yeah, with the way they're playing, man, they just keep getting it done. They found whatever swag they needed to unlock.
'Cause I got my swagger back. Oh.
Yeah, they're fucking shit up now. They cannot be stopped. It's honestly a little. I mean, where was this the first quarter?
Yeah, I had a second guessing when it was 6-8, John Marshall. That's not the case anymore, folks. Bulldogs up 10. Hey, happy 10th anniversary to the other guys, it looks like. Still watch our broadcast. Riker Tim's set to kick it off. Again, 4 minutes left in the second. And just a heads up, if you weren't tuned in earlier, we're going to go dark for about 15 minutes for halftime. We'll be right back at the start of the third quarter. All right, here we go. Keeps it in bounds. Fielded at the 15. Decent return down to the 31. That's where John Marshall will start.
Yeah, and a squirrely little return. I didn't think he'd make it that far at all. He kind of looked dead in his tracks when he scooped up that ball on the 15 like a T-baller.
Gotta gator it. Gotta gator it.
Yes, you cannot be the bug catcher, as Mr. Hardwick would tell you every time. But it worked right there for him, and let's see what John Marshall can do. God forbid they put another drive together here.
Here we go, folks. John Marshall in a shotgun look, of course. 3 wide receivers. Bulldogs get their hands on it. Cash money Lamb.
If I'm not mistaken, that was thrown into triple coverage. I mean, these are not smart decisions being made. The only smart decision John Marshall has made tonight is wearing their uniform combinations of white jerseys, gray pants, just paying a nice little homage to the 2015 Altus Bulldogs. Thank you, fellas, for doing that.
Exactly right. Bulldogs with a good pass rush. That one's caught for a first down.
Oh, helmet comes off.
DJ Rowe. DJ Rowe doesn't care, I guess. He's flexing. He's got to come off. He didn't even grab his helmet, I don't think.
Yeah, and those are one of those players that you love to look at, smile at, and say, scoreboard, bitch.
Exactly right. Nevertheless, John Marshall sets up with a first and plus territory. We're going to see what they can do here. They've gotten out of 12 personnel. They got a slot back now. Back to pass. Pump fakes. Doesn't get it. Deuce doesn't get it. Kind of bobbles it. Wasn't the best ball thrown.
I'll tell you what, if this quarterback had hit his receivers, this would be a pretty scary offense.
Yeah, exactly right. Several balls have been overthrown, underthrown. That one maybe just a little bit hard. I mean, my philosophy is you get two hands on it, you should catch it. We're back and empty. Bulldogs, blood in the water.
Looking at another timeout here. No, they're just going to keep talking about which character is their favorite character on Sex and the City. All right, now we're ready to go.
Okay. No 2-minute warning in football and high school football. John Marshall getting the play in. They're standing empty. Wide receiver kind of looks like that Nebraska quarterback. He gets, he gets the ball away, throws it away, but just pressured. The Bulldogs, I guess they haven't. Nope. Yeah. Hey, you don't hear a whistle, you don't stop. That's good awareness by Caprice Calcody. What a fucking name.
Yes, that name makes me thirsty. Pause. Great play there by Mikey Brown, though.
Folks, even if we don't mention his name, if the Bulldogs are on defense, just know that Mikey Brown is somewhere involved. As the Bulldogs get a good rush of him and Sean Pitts. It's fourth down, folks. You think the Undertaker's in their locker room right now? Dead man walking.
That's right. It's time for the knockout punch. The Mikey Mr. Brownstone.
Yep. So we got a minute 45 left. We're going to take a timeout here. I'm going to mute myself so I can take a drink. Okay, we're back. I guess they went for it. Was that 3rd and 10? Was that 4th and 10?
It was 4th and 2, but there's a very late flag.
Okay, well, you hate to see that late flag. Where it's at, it's probably on the Bulldogs.
And I just want to say that ref flew it. He flew that flag. He threw it about as high as he could in the air. So it was a very flamboyant flag. So I'm excited to see what it was.
Yep, this call's going to be in the middle of the field, so we'll actually get to see it. Looks like it's on John Marshall. Mm-hmm. Offsetting. Okay, so field position won't change. It's 4th and 10 at the Altus 48. There's a minute and 39 seconds left. We get
Is that a repeat on downs, or do the Bulldogs still get it?
That'll be a repeat on downs, I think. No, it doesn't look like it. I think the Bulldogs get it. Oh, that was on the Bulldogs. We got to update the quality of these cameras. I can't see shit.
It looks like we will get the ball, though. Thank God.
Okay, so I guess we get the ball at the spot of the penalty.
Nothing makes sense to me right now. I know nothing.
I don't know when that's ever been a thing. Anyways, the Bulldogs get the ball back. Reed gives it back to DJ Wilson. DJ Wilson gashes him for about 18, 19. Yeah, we're going to keep the clock rolling. Give it to DJ Wilson. He needs some rushing stats.
Yeah, you'll have to see it. He's been doing it all night. He hasn't gotten too many opportunities to tote that rock, but when he does, man, he makes it count.
Yep, John Marshall's going to have too many men on the field there.
Oh,
Camden Lane, rumbling, tumbling, giving John Marshall DBs all they want. That was going to be a free play, so that flag's going to be waved off. Too many men on the field. They didn't give enough time for someone to get off.
Yeah, a little announcement to both sides. Let's get this show on the road. Let's keep the penalties to a minimum. I think we know who's going to win this one. Let's just get out of here at a reasonable time.
We'll give you an update on the MacArthur Duncan Demons score right now. We have Brett Manning and the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders 24, Duncan Demons 7. Good for MacArthur. It's always nice to be beating Duncan. Reed back to pass. He's surveying, gives one deep. It's not caught.
It hit him right in the chest. And I'm known to let a few slide, but man, it's hard to justify a ball hitting you in the chest and you dropping it.
Put one right on the money. That's okay. We'll stop the clock. That's fine. 2nd and 10 Bulldogs. 1 minute left.
Yeah, if the trend keeps going right here, they're just going to do it again and punch it in.
All right. They get it to Noah Barfnet. Barfnecht?
Yeah, I think that's pronounced fartlick.
Noah, you're good enough shit. I won't give it to you. Number 3. Good catch right there, kid.
Yes, that's Noah the Ark Barfnecht.
Yeah, it's got to be like Balkan. But there was a flag on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 15. Frick.
Yeah, these refs are going to have to ice their wings after tonight. They are going to be a sore bunch.
Yeah. Penguins, zebras, whatever you want to call them.
I call them little dick nerds.
Exactly right. Bulldogs definitely going to pass right here with Reed back. We got motion. One wide receiver going to the slot. Give it to DJ Wilson. He's running behind a blocker. He's going to get it down to the 30 and get some yards back.
Yeah, and I love the patience right there by DJ Wilson. Stay behind the blocker, let a lane open up, and take it when it's ready.
Cool, calm, and collected. They're going to wave it dead. With 15 seconds left, we're going to get a timeout Altus on that. It's 3rd and 2. We'll be right back. All right, back from break. 15 seconds left. 3rd and 2. Bulldogs and the Bears waiting for the refs to start the game clock. And we're off. Okay, we got 3 up top, 1 down below. Running back on the right. Motion from Camden Lane. We're going to throw the ball again.
Yeah, something tell me Reed wants to walk out of this half with another score. So he's going to be scheming up little yardage chunks here. Or he might just throw the deep ball right here. But Reed is not going to kneel this half out.
No, that's just not who he is or what he wants a Bulldog identity to be. As the Bulldogs get to play in DJ Wilson in the backfield, Camden Lane in the slot, 3 other wide receivers. We've got a curl route open, but he's going to throw the deep ball. He's not going to get it.
Yeah, I think if number 6 doesn't have all that traffic and he's able to run a smooth straight route, he catches that ball. That's a good job by the John Marshall defense right there.
Okay, so we're going to trout the kicker out, it looks like.
Yeah, you know what? It's homecoming. Why not let him try to bang a 40-yarder?
Nope. Jack, that's my mistake. Completely misread that. That was a turnover on downs. That was a turnover on downs, and Mikey Brown is, he's got one more play to get another John Marshall sack.
Yeah, and again, if I could put player prop bets out there, I would bet on a Mikey Brown sack right here.
Here we are. We're in an offset, pistol look. Quick screen.
Oh, no.
He's going to gash us, but it's going to be ball game. Not ball game, but it's going to be halftime.
I wish.
So we're going to go to the crib, 43-8, Altus leading after half. We'll be back in about 20, 25 minutes, however long this halftime takes. Good luck to all the homecoming kings and queens out there. Let's get some W's in the chat, and we'll be right back in 25 minutes. probably going to pick up our voice.
Don't leave me. We're going to do some more great music right after this news.
And we're back. All right, as Western Heights gets the ball to start the half in a 2 running back look, screen pass goes for about 4. How was your break, chat? Get in the comments and let us know. Mine was fun. Well, Jack, it's 43-8, start of the quarter. What do the Bulldogs need to do to just, finish this victory out?
Well, just got to snuff them out these first couple of drives, show them who's boss still. Definitely not let them get going right here. Keep the fire out. I don't know what Reed could have said to them at halftime because it was iffy at the get-go, but I think they found it. So just keep the foot on the neck.
They found it. Looks like we get a flag on the play. Could have been a face mask from what I saw. Producer, can we get the soundboard ready for whenever we might need it? As they're going to march this penalty off against the Bulldogs. Had to have been a face mask with how long this is. Good Lord. Yep. Zebra gets into a little jog. You won't see that on Nat Geo, people. That was unathletic as it gets.
Yeah, and I believe that's the smallest wiener I've ever seen on a zebra. So that's impressive too.
Here we go. Western John Marshall and empty. Back to pass. Bulldogs swarm him again. He just throws it on the ground. What do we got here? We got 2nd and 10. Like a lightning blast or Here we go. All right, John Marshall, 2nd and 10. 10:15 on the clock. Reed's waving his hand. John Marshall back to pass. It's caught for a loss. It's 3rd and 10, John Marshall. Are you going to come back from that? All right. It's 3rd and a lot. It's 3rd and a lot. There's 9:55 left.
I'm sorry. We actually moved the game from the Golden Chick down to the nitrous gas clinic. I think we got a little bit too much. Oh, God.
John Marshall's going to send us to the proctologist, folks. They scored a long pass.
And John Marshall sends us to the shadow realm and honestly does the one thing that we could not have them do to really get this game going our way in this half.
Now it's 43-14. John Marshall's going to keep their offense on the field, going for 2 here. Let's see good stuff from the Bulldogs defense. That was a little bit of a lapse, but as you could tell, there was a little bit of a lapse up in the booth. John Marshall's not going to get in. So it's going to stay 43-14. Bulldogs, little blunder, but hey, we'll be all right. So let's see. This is only the third time, that we're going to get the ball kicked off to us. Let's look for special teams again to make their presence known. Maybe get a good return. Maybe take it to 6. Take it back for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if they've scored yet on a kickoff. I know they've had some pretty good run backs, but I don't think they've found the end zone yet. So I'd put a little $20 prop on it right here in this game that they will have a special teams touchdown, though. I like the way they've been doing it so far.
Do indeed. As we are, no, we stayed on the field for as long as they could until everybody got ready to run out for kickoff. Now we're back to the ads. So we're feeling dead air right here. Hey, if you're in the chat, let us know what you want to what do you want to hear when there's lulls in the game like this. You know, what problems have you been having? Can we solve them for you? We can't say that we will for sure, but we'll try. As John Marshall gets ready to kick it off against the Bulldogs, I bet this takes a minute. It's not going to take any time off the clock. As John Marshall runs out. 43-14 again, 9:30 left in the third quarter, where the Bulldogs are going to get the ball as the kick is up. A lot of mishandling of the ball. Make a move. Okay, here we go. Back to the 50. Oh, he gets hit out of bounds at the 50. That's, of course, Jackson Roman. That's, of course, Jackson Roman. All right, well, that's Jackson Roman, guys. You'll have to excuse us. There's some technical difficulties going on that you can't see because this is a radio broadcast. Anyways, the Bulldogs line up in 12 personnel. Read back to pass. A little dump off to that's Cole Barfnick, Jack.
Yeah, Cole Barfnick. Listen, it's hard to dodge the bully allegations, and then you get bullied on a tackle like that. So, not off to a good start for Barfnick.
Good pass for about 5 yards, though, as the ball gets tipped in the air, and DJ Wilson catches it. DJ Wilson's going to get the first down and a little bit more. Hell of a play by DJ Wilson. Those balls are going our way all the time. Yeah, that's, of course, the kindergarten class that's at this Golden Corral. Read back to pass. I think that's Camden Lane that caught that down to about the 10. It's going to be first and goal.
Yeah, easy money. Cue the cheers.
Yep, hit that again. We're leveling up here, folks. We're in World 3. Read back to pass, a little short one. That's to somebody. That's Cole Osborne. I couldn't see the number. That's a little bit of a gain. Hell, that's a 7-yard gain. Now, folks, that was a soundboard. That's not my house. Folks, that's just the sound effect. As DJ Wilson gets it, he makes a move. He gets to... Is he in? Nope, they're going to spot him down at about the foot-yard line.
Yes, and it's getting to be that time where it's after dinner, but we're still going to score.
And here we go. That's a touchdown, Bulldogs, to make it 49-14.
That's right, and that's the John Marshall Bears realizing we ain't shit.
Yep, 49-14 is record. Tim goes out for the extra point. The Bulldogs looking good. They respond right back to that touchdown they just gave up to make it a little bit more bearable. Record Tim's kick up and good.
That's right. That's the 50 burger siren. You know what that means. Everybody drop a comment. Comment 50 burger in your shirt size, and I will send you a shirt.
That's right. We'll send you a shirt. I mean, it'll be a roulette wheel.
It's not going to be an Altus Bulldog shirt by any means. It's going to be a random shirt, but it will be your size.
Yep, you bet. We're just like any sort of professional broadcast. We'll send you shirts, just like our shit. Anyways, we're at break right now. If there's anyone in the chat, let us know how the soundboard's rolling. That's a new innovation. I think I like that. Record Tim's kick is up in the air. John Marshall bobbles it back to the 10. They get it. Bulldogs are going to be, oh, no. He breaks through that pack of Bulldogs, and he's still going. He goes about to the 50, it looks like.
Yeah, and just when you need the special teams to keep filling in and doing their job, they kind of slip up right there and give these John Marshall Bears good field position after they successfully scored last drive. So we're kind of, we're definitely not putting the foot on the throat. We're kind of letting them back in. I mean, not to say that it's winnable by John Marshall, but God, we're not closing them out.
Yeah, it looks like at the beginning of both halves, at least one side of Bulldog football hasn't had their normal chutzpah. So we'll look to fix those errors. And here we go. Right now, John Marshall back in a double running back look. They hand it off. There's Bulldogs in the backfield. That was Garrett Pierce as he's injured a John Marshall Bear. He's up, though.
Yeah, that's right. And that was not fireworks, which is what some other broadcast networks do when people get injured. Yeah, which is not cool.
All right, as John Marshall's back to pass, that was Chris Lewis in the backfield. Ball gets dropped by Andre Blake.
That was Taden Reddick. I got to give flowers where it's due, though. 61, big boy, knocking him over.
Oh, I thought that was 21. Chad, I don't have vision insurance, so.
And it's 3rd down and long for the John Marshall Bears.
Here we are. John Marshall back to pass. And it's picked off by the Bulldogs. And he's still going. Cashton Lamb with an interception. Hey, it's J Peep's birthday, actually.
Oh, I want to give a happy birthday shout out to J Peep. Wherever you are, buddy, keep on rocking in the free world.
That, of course, was his son, Cashton Lamb, with the interception. As the Bulldogs get the ball back at the 49-yard line, 6:50 left. Big answer back from that Bulldog defense.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Which nobody can deny.
Oh, man.
As Reed is back to pass in a double running back look. A little motion out from Camden Lane. Reed back to pass. It's caught at the sticks. Going to make a move. That's a first down Bulldogs. That looked like Jamel Alexander.
Looks like they're going to call him a little short here. They're going to make him work for this. And if I were Reed, I would go B.O.B. bombs over Baghdad breakfast bagel right here.
Let's see if DJ Wilson can get it. Nope, Reed back to pass. A little rushed. Throws one up to the end zone probably. That's Camden Lane. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
He failed to hold on to that.
Oh, sometimes I take my eye off the ball. Well,
you know what? That one was so easy. It really should have been 6. I think I could have got that one.
it is third and 1. I mean, that's when you take those shots from the 50 in. Why not? It's 3rd and 1 with the time stopped. There's 6 minutes left. John Marshall in a 4-man front. I think we're going to see a Jamin Reed misses a snap. It was a little high. He's still bobbling it. He's running now. He's got to throw it away. Oh, my God. That was that play was blown up from the get-go. The snap was too high for Jamin Reed, and the Bulldogs are now, it's about 4th and 50.
I think we lost about 50 yards on that play right there.
Yep. You'll see that play on Ridiculousness later. Bulldogs gonna punt it away for the first time. You can't be mad with 5 minutes left in the third, though. All right. Well, they're gonna wave everybody off.
Booming punt, by the way.
Yeah, they're gonna get the ball at about the 23. It looks like.
It's about where we were before that snap. So whoever that center is, you should really get into long snapping because you can snap it about as far as that punter punted it. So kudos to you.
Well, we'll call that play net 0, I guess. Anyways, Mikey Brown and the Bulldogs defense is going to take over. John Marshall's still wondering what they're going to run. You're down 50-14. I'd say throw the crosser.
Yeah, I think they're just going to continue to play chucking fucking football because why wouldn't you down 50-14?
As there's 5 minutes left, John Marshall shows a little motion. It's a pop pass. 14's got it. He's met at the line. That's DJ Rose for John Marshall.
You know what? I do think we have the continuous clock now. They seem to be running it pretty liberally. So thank you to the clock team.
As John Marshall lines up in a trips bunch formation, look at that. That's a new look I hadn't seen all night. With a little motion, now got 2 running backs, some more motion. Now a slot back, no running back. More motion, and I'm not sure what that was. Timeout, John Marshall.
As we have a timeout, I'd like to talk. We did a little WNBA coverage earlier, and by coverage I meant me going, how the hell are they still playing? Well, I'd like to say the Las Vegas Aces have successfully swept the Mercury from who the fuck knows to win their 3rd WNBA title in the past 4 seasons. So congrats to the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah, that was, of course, broke up by the New York Liberty last year. And let me know if I'm wrong, but I think the Mercury play in Phoenix. What do we got here? Las Vegas Aces, congrats to you.
That's right. It is the Phoenix Mercury, and that's always nice when the WNBA can save on money and just bust them around for that final playoff.
As we got an interception by Xavier Pitts, he might run it back all the way. Touchdown, Xavier Pitts. Pick 6.
There was no stopping that. It's a Pitts 6, baby.
A Pitts 6. Yup.
And if you followed my bets I gave out before the game, that was, of course, a defensive touchdown, scoring for plus 270. I'm winning you free money.
What a play by Xavier Pitts. I think that was about a 60-yard pick 6, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder if he is kin to Jazerick Pitts.
You know what? With an athletic play like that, I would like to assume so.
Jazerick Pitts, of course, was he a class of 17 guy? Of course, an Altus Bulldog, 18 maybe. Hell of a football player. Went to play at Southern Nazarene.
Yes, go Storm. A beautiful campus they have out there in Bethany. Not much else outside it. They've got some pretty good birria, though. Shout out to birria.
No free ads here. Jamin Reed back to pass. No, he's going to give it to DJ Wilson. DJ Wilson gets a good gain of about 6 right now. And here we are. Jamin Reed back to pass. Gives it to DJ Wilson again. Get in the end zone. Get in the end zone. We're down to the 5, folks. First and goal. First and goal. With 3 minutes. 3 minutes. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter. First and goal. Jamin Reed. Sprint out pass. He's going to take it. He's going to duck it to about the 3. All right, folks. Second and goal. 2:45 left in the quarter. 50-14. Altus is not going to keep their foot off the gas. They're going to press it. DJ Wilson up the gut. Touchdown. Untouched. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Sí, soy gigante. Da, 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 da.
As Riker Timms is back to kick to make it 57-14. Altus looking strong. Here we are. So I guess that wasn't a pick 6.
Yeah, we're still gonna cash that though, fellas. Don't worry. Also, nobody's commented anything in the chat, so whoever's the first to comment their t-shirt size will get that t-shirt. And I'll tell you what, comment your mother's t-shirt size too. I'll make her a crop top, unless it's over the XL size. Then I will just be doing your t-shirt.
That's right, folks. There's 2 people in the chat. I think only one is not in this room. So let's I mean, if you're the one person watching, like, you got to give us a holler. Get a W in there and like our shit.
Another one.
Yep.
You hear that? That's the sound of Mikey Brown getting warmed up on the sideline. He's getting ready to commit a jihad on your quarterback.
Another kickoff rolled out of bounds. Say we should just keep it in the middle, but hell, I don't get that coaching staffing.
Yeah, it seems like they've been putting it pretty close to just right there the whole game, and I guess they're trying to avoid any razzmatazz on the kickoff return. Kick it through the end zone like we used to do back in the old days.
Will agree with you there. As the Bulldog defense gets back onto the field, we're waiting for John Marshall, no sense of urgency Bears, to get back on the field and get lined up. Dylan Raiola is back there for John Marshall Bears. He muffs the snap and just throws it away. Almost caught by number 8. Zamarion Stansfield.
You have incomplete pass after incomplete pass. You figure the John Marshall Bears would try to mix it up a little bit, but I guess they don't really have time to down this much this late in the game.
Yep. You got that right. So there's 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. What's the deal with this? Are they greasing their balls? Oh, a penalty on the Altus Bulldogs. They're gonna get a first down on that penalty. They're gonna get a first down on that penalty. It's gonna be a first down from about the 49 3/4 yard line. Bulldogs rush him. They swarm him, but he's gonna get a gain of about 5 right there. It looks like. Clock's running, though. I guess they kept him in bounds. Okay, 2nd and 5 here. These refs, they don't have the most get up and go.
Yeah, I think they just said, fuck it. I think they're just going to run the clock out, honestly.
So we'll see here. This is a running clock because that was a incomplete pass to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, thank you guys for doing that, by the way. Just run it all the way out. It should make for a very quick fourth quarter as well.
That's right, as we got 1 minute left in this quarter. John Marshall catches it. That's going to be a first down, John Marshall. Let's mark that out at about the 34. Right up the middle, caught one. Drive extender. But,
Looks like they did stop the clock there for a brief second.
As John Marshall lines up an empty, throws a deep pass that was not caught. Clock still running, 45 seconds left. Seems like there's more than one Mississippi in between these seconds.
Yeah, these are NBA minutes, as I like to call them.
We're still lining up in empty. John Marshall back to pass. Flustered. He's out of the pocket. He dumps one off, but it's not caught.
And I'll tell you what, story of the night, if that kid catches that, he has nothing but daylight to go score.
What do you think, Jack? Is he throwing the ball too hard, or is it on the receivers right there?
Man, it's tough to say. Pick your poison. I think this quarterback's trying to be way too cute all night, but at the end of the day, these receivers have to make those catches.
100% agree. As John Marshall is back out to pass again. Again, he tries to dump it off. This one's caught. It's not enough for the first, 4th and about 4. That'll take us into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. All right, breaking news. There is some sort of field goal kicking contest. Dusty Davis's cue ball is out there on the field. The kick is up. It's no good, wide. Boy. We're going to get another try as Davis lines one up again. This kid is, what is he, kicking in clogs, Jack?
Yeah, all he's missing is his lederhosen because this kid looks like a jackass.
No good. No free Chick-fil-A for you. We'll be right back to kick off the fourth. All right, John Marshall back to pass. They're going for it on fourth. He throws it up. Desperation. It's broken up. Bulldogs get the ball back. Hopefully by the time they get lined up, there will be about 11 minutes left.
Yeah, and it's that time of the game where the opposing team starts to fake some injuries to where they don't have to feel like they counted as much as they did for the loss. And That's the fun part of the night. So now we're going to start to see some twos creep in and replace the ones, and things should get interesting for this last quarter of football.
Yeah, we're gonna look for maybe Cash and Land to run a little QB. Fun fact for everybody out there: I coached Cash and Lamb as a QB, and whenever that kid was in like 4th grade.
Yeah, pretty impressive. So you can always have an everlasting mark on these guys this season, and it does look like we've got the 2 in. But it is Mr. Caden Lomax is going to be taking over for the Bulldogs under center instead of Mr. Jamin Reed. We need to keep that guy's legs as fresh as possible going forward.
That's right. He does run safety all game. So we're probably going to see just a bunch of base stuff. Hopefully a little bit of – oh, my God, again. The center snapped it high again. We're not falling on the ball. We're getting muffed. The ref is going to give us a little bit of a breather and set us down at the 9, even though he tried to make forward progress at the 5.
It ain't over till it's over. We got one more play right here to make up 34 yards. So I'm curious to see what Reed's going to do right here.
34 yards to go with the 2s in. I think we're going to see a bubble screen because why would you run it up the gut? No, it's a quarterback keeper. No, it's a quarterback faker. He throws it long. It's not caught.
Yeah, at that point, you got to think just get enough room for my punter to be comfortable.
That's right. As unfortunately, we were not able to play sexy back right there. We're going to punt it away with 9:50 left in the ball game. 4th and 34, Altus 57, John Marshall 14.
And remember, folks, tip your waiters, waitresses, wherever you're drinking at. Remember to get tested at least once a quarter. For what. And I love running clock football.
As Riker Tim is kicked it away, it's going to be about the Bulldog 44. The clock has stopped, 9:20 left in the ball game. We're going to be right back whenever they get ready to run it. All right. Well, John Marshall gets a first down right there.
Right. We have buttons right here. Y'all just let me know whenever you click them.
Yep. That's our producer, everybody. Can we get a W in the chat for the producer? He's really the one who helped this thing go off without a hitch tonight, as opposed to last weekend. We were bad at this. This week has been way better, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we couldn't ask for a smoother running deal. Last week, I don't even know if we got a full half in a broadcast, and it was pretty rough. But we're just going to continue to get better, bigger and better, more viewers, higher quality streams. That's right. And we might actually get a fucking T-shirt size comment.
Yeah, and if you're like 24 and older, why are you not watching the Altus Bulldogs on a Friday night? Get in here with us, chop it up, spend your evening with us as the John Marshall Bears take it down to the 8-yard line near the band. But for real, though.
Yeah, if anything, let's get this chat going. Tell us some of your favorite memories at Altus High School. We can take out your name. Do your worst.
As the Bulldogs line up on defense, it's a 1st and 10 from the 15. There's 7:40 left in the ball game. As John Marshall goes on 2, quick pass out to the 12. That's Jaden Manning. Jaden Manning is going to get pretty close to the end zone, but he doesn't get there. He doesn't get there. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 3. The clock's still running, John Marshall. You have a chance to make this look a lot closer than it actually was.
Yeah, 57 to 20 something sounds a lot better than 57 to something team.
Exactly. So we're going to get a John Marshall run. That's a touchdown, John Marshall. Give me SpongeBob. Touchdown, John Marshall. So they score with 7 minutes left in the ball game to make it 57-20.
Chad, let us know which fart was better, Chad.
Definitely let us know what the better fart was. As John Marshall lines up to go for 2, and they're running to the outside, and they're going to get it. John Marshall's going to get the 2-point conversion to make it 57-22 with 7 minutes left of the ball game because that was an untimed down. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
California knows how to party in the city of LA, in the city of good old Washington City, the city of Compton. We keep it rocking, we keep it rocking. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. A state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Pack a vest for your Kimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass hill be. The state
All right. 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Altus Bulldogs getting all those district points right now. John Marshall is set to kick it off to him again. We're going to pass it. We're not going to run it. We're going to pass it right here. I guarantee you. Altus Bulldogs have all 3 timeouts as the John Marshall kick is a onside. It's an onside. I think John Marshall got it. I don't know if it rolled 10 yards.
I think it rolled just shy of 10 yards either way. That is a huge sign of disrespect from Marshall. I think that warrants the ones coming back in and just dumping absolute sack on these nerds.
That was a hell of a box out is what that's what I can relate it to the most. A hell of a box out from John Marshall. Altus Bulldogs going back on defense. There's still time left in this game. I don't know if there's enough time for John Marshall, but if they score again, it could get dangerous.
Yeah, and it begs the question, do they take back the running clock if somehow a 50-point lead gets cut down enough?
No, bro. We're not doing that anymore. As John Marshall breaks one, good Lord. Oh, he breaks one. He's going to score on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs stop him short. A safety stops him before the touchdown as the clock still runs, but John Marshall, again, knocking on the Bulldogs' door. The Bulldogs need to tighten up a little bit. Maybe, again, have got their minds on homecoming.
Yeah, it appears the twos somehow think they're going to get laid tonight, which is always funny.
As John Marshall goes back to the run, breaks a tackle, he gets stopped. He gets stuffed before the goal line. They're going to mark it as what looked like a loss of 1 or 2. It didn't look like that to me.
And it appears we have lost the privileges to our running clock. So I'd like to thank the Bulldogs second-team defense for getting our only joy of tonight taken away.
As the Bulldogs look to shake that one off, John Marshall sends someone in motion. They look to pass. It's caught. That was a hell of a catch by Elijah Thomas. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't. Wait.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Yeah, they scored. Was that a 2-point? Did I miss something?
You know, I think they might have scored on that earlier run, and that was the 2-point.
My memory escapes me, folks. Dementia does run in my family. So if anyone in the comments says something about that, that's not cool. Not cool at all. As the John Marshall Bears look to kick it off 57-30 with 5:46 left on the clock. 57-30 if I said 40. Excuse me. Sometimes talking is hard.
Bulldogs only up 27 now. It is garbage time, but just something to note.
For sure, something you have to keep an eye on. Why would John Marshall not try and kick another onside kick right here?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. If you really think you've got a shot to win this game, you might as well.
Looked like they had DeAndre Jordan, Hasheem the Beat, boxing out on that first onside. So we'll see what they do. They're taking their sweet time.
Yeah, and you got to think, if you're that guy on the front line and they try to box you out, you got to take your helmet and run it right through the chest of the guy trying to box you out. You can't have that.
As they kick it deep, no tomfoolery this time. The moon looked beautiful right there. It was about 3/4 full.
Got a flag on the kick.
Flag on the kick. Is that right?
Looks like it. It didn't look like it counted.
So we're going to get another kick going. We're going to get another kick going. Don't know what the call on that was. Were the refs not ready? Looks like it because they backed the Bears up. They back the Bears up. They're going to be kicking from 35. Altus may have good field position here with 5.5 left. You got to hope that DJ Wilson gets the rock a little bit more than he has all night just to run that clock. Obviously, he's been good anytime he's caught the ball. It looks like there's a little bit of wind in Altus this guy's a lefty.
Yeah, always good to see lefty representation in the kickers.
As a little pooch kick goes to the we're just going to kneel it out. You're half a meter away from the end zone. You could have just let that roll out and got it on the 35, but we don't. That's just bad awareness. C'est la vie will be at the 29-yard line, I guess.
Yeah, and if you're Altus, you have got to just go for short yardage completions and runs and just try to get the hell out of this ball game.
I mean, I say we got deuce in. You just give the ball to the back. 3 yards, a cloud of dust, and run this clock out.
Yeah, always good to see Deuce carry the rock. He's a squirrely little white boy. Always fun to watch him get the ball.
Direct snap for run. Quarterback designed run on the rock, which I might say looks nice.
Yeah, and just you'd like to see number 28 put on a little more weight. He looks like he just took that hit and just could not roll with it. I mean, it was not that big of a boy.
That's Caden Lomax, by the way, 5'9", 142. If you ever want to hear about Project 25 and how to put on 25 pounds of anything,
Yeah.
give us a call, comment on this video, give us a fuck you maybe. As a quarterback design run takes us down to a 1st and 10 for Altus.
Yeah, and that's the Operation 25. Sign-ups are below. Just comment your email, and we'll get back to you. And we'll get you started on the monthly subscription plan. Oh,
yeah. As the Bulldogs look for the play, it's 1st and 10 from the 38. 3:50 to go here. If any of our friends are watching this video, please comment, give us a like, tell everyone under the age of 40, as it looked like we thought we had a double pass going. That was just a screen, though.
Yeah, and if it's going to get blown up, let it be in bounds as the clock continues to tick, thank God.
Clock continues to tick for sure. There's 3 minutes left in the game. 2nd and 16 from the Altus 32-yard line. Still looking for the play, looking to the wristband. We're going to see what we got going here. Let's get a run. It's 2nd and 16. Just run the ball. No, we're going to pass. No, it's a QB designed run. A big hit by Radley Vermillion.
Yeah, he made me eat my words. He said, I've got my weight up. John Marshall needs to get theirs up. Great run right there, and a great job by the clock crew to keep that thing running.
Yeah, you got to wonder why we're not giving the running back the ball, but as long as it's moving the ball forward, keeping this game for the Bulldogs, that's all right with me. Is there a 2-minute warning in high school?
God, I hope not. It wasn't in the first half.
That's true. 2 minutes left, 3rd and 5 from the 45. Another QB designed run. Gain of about 1. It's going to be about 4th and 4.
Yeah, and I guess Country doesn't trust this kid to throw the ball around a whole lot. Or maybe they're just reads and he's not getting any reads. Either way, I would really like to see 22 get the ball a little bit.
I agree with you there. Although I think you're talking about number 28, Caden Lomax, the running back. Is that who you're talking about? Or
28's the quarterback, 22's the running back.
all right. Okay. All right. Well, they don't get it. They don't get it. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. John Marshall's going to get the ball back in plus field percentage.
There's a minute left. We cannot finish out the game. Wake me up when this fucking game's over.
I mean, 57-30. It's a 17-point game, but you'd like to see the twos finish a bit stronger. It's not like they're short of playing time this year.
Yeah, terrible showing by the twos. Oh my God, we are never going to get this game over.
As the fouls keep pouring in, that's a false start, or that's an offsides on the defense. They're going to walk off 5. It's going to be 1st and 5 with 52 seconds left in the game. John Marshall is in a diamond. And they've thrown a short pass. It's going to get a first down. Their Bulldogs are going to tackle him out of bounds at about the 32. John Marshall is just opening the playbook up with 30 seconds left in the game. They ran out of a full house diamond formation and haven't run out of that all game.
Might as well try whatever you want right here.
As they're going to line up in a fucked up pistol. They're going to run a screen. The screen's going to go for some yards. It's going to be a 2nd and 3. There was a gain of about 6 on that play. They're going to run out the clock. The Bulldogs are going to win the game, folks. That's a win for the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs go to 6-0. The 2015 Bulldogs, the team that I played for, didn't go 6-0. First time since 98, they said, Jack.
Wow, feels like 98, baby.
Feels like 98 as the Bulldogs go through the handshake line. That's a good win for the Bulldogs. They executed. The ones executed. That was a weird ending, honestly. That's on me for not having a feel for the game. But the Bulldogs, they're going to get one. They're going to go to homecoming. They're going to Cupid shuffle. And they're going to cut a rug. As we line up for the alma mater, hey, let's see if we can see Jaden's dumbass.
Even worse. We got these dumbasses.
And hey, folks, this is just a we're gonna be here for better or for worse for the foreseeable future, I guess. If anyone has a connection to Altus Bulldogs that may want to like film a game for us so we can get some coverage from the stadium, that would be nice. Just DM this account. We're gonna play you off with one little last tune from us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And we will talk to you later. Again, that's it for all of us. Good night. Good.